Let's go look at these key levels here. YM. Got some pretty decent support and resistance areas. As a matter of fact, that should act like resistance at this point. Look back on the overnight session. Probably going to see a little bit of a push up. That's what happened overnight. A little bit of push down, push back up. A little bit of push down, push up, and then a big swing down. So most likely something similar to that pattern will happen during the daily session. All right. Good, Monica. So write that down. There's a good chance somewhere close to the open, we're going to see that little push up. Now keep in mind, when has that happened recently, guys? About what time has that little push up happened? Somewhere between 9:30 and 9:45. So let's think through this. Somewhere between 9:30 and 9:45, we might see a little push up, right? Okay, so have that in your notes. So if that happens, what is your plan? If it happens, you're in a downtrend. Maybe you don't take the counter trend trade. But you wait. Yesterday, we waited patiently, nailed the top within what was it, 6 ticks on the ES and 16 ticks on the YM. Hit the top. So probably one of the zones will be an area that you might want to look to sell from if that happens. So put that in. If the push up happens, look to sell from a zone, an area where prior selling came in. All right, check one. Watch for that push up. As long as we stay below the lows, trading stays below the lows, you want to sell heavier. Novel concept, right? All right, what's next? Not going to complicate it today. Really, guys. You just look back at the overnight session and say, something like that could happen. So let's look out for that. Down, forget this little junk here, but you got the up and the down. So there's a good chance that could happen. A little bit of push up, probably some kind of support or resistance area, and then roll back over. Now, is it going to happen? I don't know. Just have that if then statement there. If that happens, then I know how to play it. See the push up, then push back down. So same thing for the ES guys. If this happens, then I'm going to be patient. Maybe I don't take the long trade, right? But I'm patiently waiting for a zone for the short trade, probably to some kind of support or resistance area. All right, so that's check one on the plan. Check two, follow the trend. The trend is down. Check three. Three is expect what today? Expect a little bit of, who got it right earlier? I believe it was, go back to the messages here. I believe it was, who was it that got it right? At. All right, win the day. Expect. So what happens a lot on inside days, guys? What is the thing, the word? Matt got it right. Chop. There you go. Expect some consolidation and chop today. Don't get yourself caught up in that chop, that consolidation. Don't do it. That's it. Not complicated. Not a complicated plan, guys. That's all we got to do today. Expect some chop. If there's a push up, just sit back and relax. Wait for a zone. Wait for a prior swing. We've been preaching and harping on this for weeks now. Look for those prior swings, or what everybody's going to call the Wilbur zones. It's easy, guys. Just look back on the 15-minute chart for areas of indecision. So expect chop. If the push up happens, be patient, or you can, if you're a more aggressive trader, you can take the long side of it. Over zones. And if trading stays below the lows, you want to be good. Good morning, Richard. Let's see. 4504. Well, the good news is we have a 4572 is the pivot. 4472, sorry. Should have a pivot indicator on your charts, Richard, but yeah, it's just the you probably use um, the settle price and not the close price. I would think that would be the case. Let's see here. Yeah, you probably use the settle price. That would be a little bit higher. Close price lower. Close price was a little lower. So I would think you use the settle price, Richard, probably that. All right, everybody's got their notes down. You guys got the plan for the day. Not a complicated plan. The biggest thing you should write is don't get caught in the chop. Don't get caught in the chop. Trade out of the chop. Let the swings happen, guys. All right. Now we're ready to rock and roll. A couple minutes till the open. Here are the rules. If you're newer to trading, still trying to get consistent as a trader, no trading for the first 6 minutes. Typically by 9:45, we will find a trade. Now, those of you that followed the plan and did the short, great job. You got a little house money. What? Will we bring a map to the stock market? I don't know. Hey. Like it. All right. No trading for first 6 minutes if you're newer or trying to get consistent at trading. That's just so you don't get caught in the big boy girl in action, big boys and girls action. And let's see how close we are.
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and
15
gentlemen.
seconds.
15 seconds. And again, those of you that did the short trade, nice job playing with a little house money before the open. Good job, everybody. And let's see. Either open. Ding, 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 ding.
We need an opening bell. Ding, 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 ding.
No.
No.
Like a, can't use the gong this early.
Yeah.
It's the opening bell for us.
Wake people up, right?
Wake everybody up. Starting to see a little bit of the push up here, guys. Now, if you're going to do a short trade, probably want to confirm it with like an M right now, or just let it push up. Hey, part of the plan, right? So you definitely want to see an M if you're going to do a short at this point. At least confirm that with a 9-tick rule or 16-tick rule on the YMES. Little M starting to form there. But again, most newer traders wait the first 6 minutes. Just be patient. We are seeing the push up that we expected. Amazing how that works, right? We look, good question, Mark. We don't use a time frame for M's. We use a tick chart on the ES 699 tick, on the YM 133 tick. So that's a good question. most of our trade setups don't come from a time frame. Actually, all of our trade setups don't come from a time frame chart. Why is that the case? You get a little better picture of what price action wants to be with a tick chart based on trades taken instead of nice job, Bill. Done for the day on the long side.
Jeez.
I love it. Good job, buddy. Way to go, Bill. Good job. We expected it. Aggressive traders could have done it. More experienced traders could have done it. Everybody else, you just be patient. Just be patient. There will be another one. Great job, Bill. All right, there's the M starting to form on the ES.
Ah,
Same for the YM. M. M. Oop, let me get to this. M starting to form. But again, wait the 6 minutes. Those that are newer, be patient. You only have a few minutes left. Be patient. Wait your 6 minutes. The rally's not quite over yet. Good job, Bill. Like it. Man, a gong. Oh, by the way, guys, we do celebrate victories here. Those are there on trial. Little wake up call here. Give Bill a gong while everybody's waiting 6 minutes. Way to go, Bill. Again, guys, those that are on trial, we do celebrate victories here. And those of you members, again, guys, not enough people are posting their entries. Post your entries. Helps other people out, please. Anybody that is, everybody's welcome to post their entries. Just take a screenshot, post your entries, and it will help other traders. It will help other traders. All right. A bit more of a push up here. Now you probably start looking on the Y. Oh, Chad, who was that? Probably start looking for a little hook down in stochastics on the YM now. Sell signal on the range chart. Yes, doesn't want to play ball with the YM today. A little indecision there. There we go, Wilbur. That's it. Who just came on the line? Was it Coach Chad? Somebody? Anybody?
somebody did.
Did you see? Huh?
Wasn't me. I'm already on one. I don't know.
Somebody jumped on the mic. Who was it? Come on in. Come on back, Chad. It was Chad. Come on back.
Chad,
Speak
Wilbur.
what you had to say.
Who was it?
Was it Wilbur?
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't have a mic.
Wasn't Wilbur.
We'll send you one, Wilbur.
Yeah. Get
Look
the
for
man
that
a mic.
M on the YM. Get that man a mic. Still pushing up, guys. Be patient.
Patient on the
Don't
CS.
see the M. If the M doesn't form, don't trade it. Again,
There's your
looking
6
for-
minutes.
You're free to trade around the world. Ding. Right around that.
Ding.
No M, no trade. Unless you're long, unless you guys are long, no trade yet. You could, again, more aggressive traders can be long. More experienced traders, more consistent people who are already consistently profitable can be in the long side of things. Everybody else, just be patient. Gonna get a little pivot run on the YM here. or resistance area on the YM. Pushing right up to that. Again, aggressive traders can be long. Trend is still down in our definition. Just giving you a little guide for those that are long on your stops. Anybody in the long side? Bill's done for the day. Anybody in the long side? Bet Wilbur's long. Bet Fritz is long. Bet Green Jeans is long.
Yep.
Yep. Chanel. Nice. Good job, guys. You'll have your chance, guys. Everybody else just be patient.
Got a volatility move coming up on the ES.
Yep.
Keep that in mind.
Hey, what about that, guys? Got the push up we expected, right? So if that's all right, Matt, no counter trend for your plan. That's all right. You know well enough, Matt, at this point that if you're patient and wait for your setup with the trend, you'll get it. Somebody, who's FOMO?
FOMO.
I love it. Somebody's screen name is FOMO. Don't get FOMO. Don't get the FOMO.
FOMO leads to oh no.
Yeah, that's it. I like that. FOMO leads to oh no. All right. Yeah, definitely get nice Lope. Coaches only get a half gong. We'll bat your gong in, Lope, with somebody else that gets done for the day here in a minute. Okay.
Yeah. Lope, you don't get a gong.
It's the disadvantage of being a coach. Don't get the gong anymore.
No gong for you.
Expected. Nice, Wilbur. And the YM has turned to an uptrend now for the time being. So check number one. We got the push up. Now check number two. Start looking here in just a minute for that sell signal. YM probably short the pivot, below it. ES. Now you could probably start looking for the sell signal somewhere in like that area. Or probably going to be a little bit of chop up here, so would like to see the M a little more on the sell side, guys. Would like to see the M form, so we'll see something like an M form. So we'll just plop that down right there. Yes, same type of deal. You'd like to see a little tiny M form or a break of this area here for the sell side of things. Again, uptrend on the YM, not quite an uptrend on the ES just yet. ES will take a little ways to get to an uptrend. Result stochastics will hook up on the YM. ES starting to form a little wonky M, but if you're going to do the sell, you want to be a tick below that low, right? To tick below the midpoint. If the M forms, same for the YM. You want to be a tick below that midpoint if that M forms. Nice, Brooke. Way to go. I love it. All right. David? and is it convenient that we left some zones up there? Isn't that convenient? You have visual aids. On the ES. Same around this area on the YM and this chop. Breakdown. Conveniently, we have a little guide here already on the YM. You guys see that? Ah, good. Good question, Mark. You don't. So what do? You don't know if it's a breakout. We call it a fake out breakout, right? So one of our trade setups is a fake out breakout. So what you'll see a lot of times is something that will take. So for instance, let's say on the YM, you maybe see a little push up out of the consolidation and a rollover. So that would be a fake out. So what do? You trade outside of that range. Now, if you take the breakout and it turns out to be a fake out breakout, you reverse your trade. It's the only time we ever talk about reversing the trade, ever. One time. Right, guys? How many times have we talked through this, ladies and gentlemen? Tell Mark. We talk through it all the time. The only time you reverse your trade is if the breakout turns into a fake out breakout. You guys know that. We've talked through it many, many times here recently because it's happened many, many times recently. So you have a buy stop above the high. Right now, I would say be patient though. Let it consolidate a little bit more. There's going to be chop here in this area, guys. It's going to be a little chop in this area. How do we know there's going to be some chop in this area? Let's just back up, take a look. Back up. Oh my goodness, look at that. Fast forward to today. Same area. So there's probably going to be some chop. So if you want to take the long trade on the breakout, you got to be aware of the risk. So here's your answer, Mark. You don't know. But what do? You say, well, I have a sell stop and I have a buy stop. If that's too big of a risk on the YM or ES, same thing. You have a buy stop above, sell stop below. And so here comes the what looks like to be a fake out breakout. There you go. So if that's not, and here's the hard answer that most people don't want to hear, Mark. This is probably a trade most people should take. So you got the buy stop, you got the sell stop. Buy stop takes, there you go. You take your target off. This is another thing, Mark, that we do is we want to do multiple contracts, right, guys? So a lot of times, if you have a pretty quick target on those multiple contracts, like say you did a buy stop here, anybody doing that? Do a buy stop, one tick up, get the first target off, squeeze your stop up to a no lose, and that's the way we do that. Does that make sense, Mark? And then on the YM, gonna show the same thing. So if you had your buy stop up here above this little blue line, you'd start looking to take targets pretty quick, and then move your stop to what we call a no lose situation. Yeah. So that's actually a good point. Those of you that are on trial, we suggest that you do at least 3 contracts on the on the ES, minimum contracts on the YM, so you can have a target and a trailing contract or a trailing stop. So 2 targets on the ES and a trailing stop, and then at least 1 target on the YM and a trailing stop. So who is doing the breakout trade? Anybody doing it? Monica called it. Anyone on the breakout? Nobody. Anybody? You guys just listen to me talk. It's okay. There's gonna be plenty of opportunities. I mean, again, like I said, guys, don't get caught in the chop. That's okay, guys. Bill's done. I think you're done for the day, right, Bill? Work is calling. All right, Monica. So again, at least 3 contracts on the ES, 2 contracts on the YM, so you can have a target. And then trailers. If your size says I can't do 3 contracts, 2 contracts, then you got to use micros. 3, 6, 9 micros, something like that. Got a little M formed on the ES. Still would like to see the selling below this little consolidation area. Right. So if you want to try to start looking short, be a little patient on that on the ES. Sorry, on the ES. Still would like to see it below this consolidation here for a short. And YM, probably the same thing. Momentum's up by our definition, right, guys? 89 exponential, 200 simple, momentum's turned up. So those of you who aren't trading against momentum, don't take a short till it turns back down. All right, we got like 10 people already done for the day. That's pretty awesome. So check 1 of our plan of the morning plan has come to fruition. The push up close to the open, on the open. So now, what do? You reassess and say, okay, well, where is the area that I might want to say, let's see if this wants to break down before starting the short. Well, probably the area that it chopped around at, right? Probably want to see it below this area to short that. Same for the ES. If you want to short it, you want to be below this area. Convenient little yellow line there. Other than that, you are looking for that oversold stochastics and a hookup. All right, you're getting that on the ES now. Starting to get a little bit of that on the YM, but again, at the end of the day, guys, probably want to confirm that a little bit with like a W. So here comes the selling now. M forming on the YM. It's got a little bit of M on the ES as well. All right. Nice little stop run. First touch rule about to form on the ES. Confirm that with a range buy signal on the ES, guys. Don't just jump in on the first touch rule. Confirm it with a buy signal on the range chart if you're going to do it. Still don't think this is going to hold at the highs here. Why? Well, we look back and say, probably a good chance. Are you talking, Paul? Sorry.
No, I'm not.
Hey, look at that. Nice job, Rick. Way to follow the plan. Nice job. Good work. If you guys, thank you for posting your trade. There was the M there. Rick patiently waited for it to pop into the zone. Took the M trade. Great job. Everybody else, you can sell below the consolidation. Good job, Rick. Good trade there. Very, very good. Little M formed on the YM, but now it is in an uptrend. Keep forgetting to change the chart there. Chart. Little M. First touch rule. Don't think that's going to hold up. Really want to probably see that with a W. If you take it, at least take the buy signal on the range chart. Doing it on the long side. Yeah, start to form a little W here. still don't think this is going to hold, guys. So buyers beware. At this point, buyers beware. So again, on if you're a little more cautious, you can probably start selling below the consolidation. Now, Rick, just squeeze your stop down. No reason to be out of the trade. Just pull that stop down a little bit. You're good. Now you guys can start looking on the short side. On the ES, get the break, right? So you have the fake out, breakout, right? YM, starting to get a fake out, breakout. Eden, nice job, Deaton. Pull that stop down a little bit. There we go. You guys are following the plan today. I love it.
It's awesome.
You guys are following the plan today. It makes me happy. Stay in that short trade, guys. You guys that are there, no reason to be out of it. Just squeeze your stops down a little bit. Anybody do the M on the YM? Anybody do that? Anybody? Everybody? Somebody? That's what we were waiting on. Or, again, you could just be patient. Oh, Sartor, nice job. Fritz, look at you guys. Look at that. Love it. Green jeans.
Green jeans, AKA.
Good job, guys. Way to be patient. Follow the plan. You got a couple of options on the YM. ES, just stay short. That's all you got to do. Squeeze your stops down. Make sure that you lock in profit. YM, got a couple options. You could look to sell below the pivot. You could sell below the consolidation. All right, you got a couple options on YM here, unless you're not already short. Or you could say, hey, the trend's up. I'm going to take this little first touch rule on the long side. Little W on the ES. Nice job, Matt. 62.
Tight.
Yeah, just a little late, Matt, but
squeeze that down a little.
You should have your profits locked in now. Give yourselves a little generous stop on the YM as well. Just lock in a little profits. ES. So your stop should be probably like 61.50 right now, Matt, and targets off. So should have been somewhere around this little M mark. So that's one of the things about this is everybody's going to do a little. We have, if you in our rule set, you watch the video. Good job, Matt.
Good job.
You watch the videos, you can see that we have a rule on the M trades. Some people will take one tick below the low. ES, we'll do the ES, right? Was the ES entry. So here you go, Mark. This is one of the biggest things that we teach. Huh? Yeah, 63.
That's where the 9 tick rule would have kept me in.
Right. So that's the point I'm trying to make here is if you do one tick below the low, you would have been in at 62.50, right? Or we also allow people to say, okay, if I see an M forming, I could use the second leg of the M with a 9 tick rule on the ES, which would be 63.50. So there's two options. Does that make sense, Mark? So some people are a little more aggressive and go in on the second leg of the M, confirming that with what we call a 9 tick rule. And that would have been right around, as Coach Paul said, 63 to 63.50, or it would have been the midpoint, which is 62 75 is the lowest, so 62.50. So somewhere between 62.50 and 63.50 would be in the entry. Does that make sense, Mark?
And it'll all make sense.
So it's a good thought. Everybody just stay
Yeah.
short now. No reason to be out. Just have your stops in. Stay short now. Stay short now, guys. Get the plan working out. Mark, did that make sense on the ES? 58.50, right? So you would have been 58.25 would be like your sell stop on that. So 58.25 would have been the sell stop, one tick below, right? That makes sense.
But just no Mark on that.
So you
sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. So you either had the M or we talked through this, guys, sell below the consolidation, right? So what was the low of the consolidation? 58.25. So 58 would have been your entry. Sorry about that. 58. Same for the YM here, right? You got targets off. Told you guys to sell below the consolidation. Did we not?
All right.
Should have
Good
targets
job,
off
Mark.
there. The low on that would have been YM. Let me click on the YM charts. Good job. Targets off, Mark. Again, make sure that you're trading multiple contracts. Get a target off. That way you can just trail in a no lose situation. So the YM entry would have been, guys, get short, stay short right now, okay? 121 would have been your entry on the YM, unless you did the M. Now, let's put this back on stop area. So your stop should probably be somewhere just above the 89 on the YM now. That's about the right stop for the ES. And actually, the ES needs to be up a couple ticks. So your stop needs to be just above, both of them, just above the 89. Should be a no lose for every single person with that stop right now. That should give you guys no lose. All right, everybody. Everybody's nailing on the downside now, right? You guys getting this?
Yeah.
Nice, Wilbur.
Nice.
Good job, everybody. Way to follow the plan.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, wait. Here you go, guys. You guys go.
I love it when a plan comes together.
I just love it when a plan comes together, guys. Great job, Chanel. One more ticks on the stops. Just a couple more ticks. Yeah, that's where I am. Every time you get a little new low, just go down a couple more ticks. All right. Any questions from that on trial, people? Those of you on trial, any questions from what you just heard us talk through this morning? We gave a very solid game plan. Look for the push up. Get that M trade. Don't get caught in consolidation. Not a complicated plan. Any questions from people on trial? We love it when the plan comes together. Worked out pretty well. Got people done on the long side. Now people are going to get done on the short side. A little bit lower on the ES stop. YM as well. A couple more ticks down on your stop. Actually, YM, you can be a little bit more aggressive on this now. You could probably look at 121 as your stop. So break even from the short on the consolidation, 121 and stop on the YM. Move on down. And probably 50, 56, 75 on the ES would work. But 121 right now is your stop on the YM, 56.75. If you hit your target profit for today, squeeze your stop tighter. What a novel concept. Tighten that stop up if you hit your target profit. If you see a W form, you might want to go flat. These are just the suggested stop to help you stay in the trade if you want to stay in it. Again, if you got your target profit, which if you did the M here, you're pretty darn close to a runner on the ES. So you could be flat with the 10 points. And let's see, on the YM, not quite a runner status yet. If you did those that did the M, 21. So need to get down a little bit lower for runner. So you guys, how many people, did anybody get a good fill on the ES? And
Right to the T and bounced.
nice. All right, good trade, ladies and gentlemen. What beware the pivot on the YM, guys. Victory for me there, Paul. Nice, Rick. Way to go. Good trade. Now you have overbought
Very
stochastics,
nice.
you guys. Right.
It's about time.
Yeah, I know, right? I was getting frustrated with that. That's all right, though. Things had to happen that way. 16 tick rule. What chart do I watch for reversal candle? The range chart. Richard, the range chart. Nice job, Deaton. So 16 tick rule, you guys could look for that on the short side now. Or you had the little long signal. I just don't like it. I don't like when the stochastics get wonky like that. Rather see like a W, define W if you're going to go on the long side there. Anybody reverse and go long on this? Did anybody do it? Richard, did I answer your question? Anybody flip to the long side with a W on the ES? A little W pattern on the ES that I pointed out here. It's okay if you guys didn't. ES is still in a downtrend. YM? Probably soon to follow. Just beware of the pivot. There's this first touch rule on the YM. Kinda. Hook down to stochastics. Starting to get a little bit of a. We're going to see a little bit of chop now, guys. So let's put on the brakes for a second. Put on those brakes for just a second here, guys. For an M to form. Again, I know I keep saying it, but guess what? Those M's and W's have paid handsomely lately, right, guys? Good job, Trader K. Way to go. I did point out the W, but I didn't expect anybody to take it. Guys, think about it. What did we look at yesterday? M's minted you money. What did we look at on Monday? W's minted you money. Last week, M's minting money. W's. What's a W word that stands for making money? W's won you some money. M's made you money. So who's to say that's not going to be the same? James. One for the day. That's a good question, Mark. So a lot of times you're going to see a on the ES. A lot of times you're going to see a little bit of consolidation, and it will be a wonky looking M. It won't be as clean as this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candle M. So somewhere between 5 and say typically like 10 candles on the ES. On the tick chart, somewhere between 5 and 10 candles. On the YM, you're probably looking at about the same usually. Sometimes the YM will use few more candles to print that M out than the ES, but so like 5 and 12 candles on the YM. So we talk about this a lot too. There's all types of M's and W's. Three basic types of M's and W's look like small, compact one, which is about 4 or 5 candles. The bigger, wonky, one leg higher than the other or one leg lower than the other, M or W, that usually will give you a few more candles than the more small, compact one. This is exactly where I was like, let's wait a minute. Let's chill out on the short side. Hopefully nobody pressed the button short. Hopefully you guys didn't do that. No real M formed, either YM or ES. Looked like it wanted to, but never really broke below the midpoint. Trader K, good stop for you right here. Trader K, good stop. James, great job, by the way. Trader K, trail up now. Probably there. Are you on the ES or YM, Trader K? I think ES, right? And yes, that's what I thought. There's your stop. Nobody took the W on the long side for the YM, I'm assuming. Now you could probably start looking for that sell signal on the YM here, guys. And maybe the same thing with the ES there. There you go. Got a 9-tick rule on the short side. Patient. Look for that prior swing. A little late on that one, but that's okay. You can get your targets off. I am not late on it. Called that right away. So you should have targets off on that short trade for the YM. And not far from having targets off. Oops, wrong line again, Brian. Get out of here. There would be the suggested stop on the ES. Probably want to be, depending on, did anybody do the 9-tick rule short on the ES or YM? Yep. So you may want, that's a good thought, Deaton. If your trade plan says, I don't want to trade against the 2 minutes stochastics on an inside acting day like today, then you have to wait for the stocks to get oversold again. Overbought. Sway. Nice job. All right.
Plus,
You guys should be
got
short again,
momentum
both
up,
YM, ES. Momentum is up. That's true.
trend
So if you're
up.
not trading against momentum, you don't take the trades. Sorry, go ahead, Coach Paul.
No, I was just pointing out that what we talked about with him, trend up, momentum up. So probably not in his trade plan. Although it worked.
All right, stops. Squeeze those stops down a little bit. Just a hair, a couple ticks on the ES. YM, squeeze your top down a few more ticks, somewhere about that area right there. Probably a pretty good stop. Good job, guys. A little bit of patience helps, right? And a break of the swing low on the YM, you're going to want to definitely stay short there, guys.
Yep.
Stay short YM, stay short ES now. Stay short. Just squeeze your stop down a little, not too close to price action. Squeeze that stop down a little. ES, maybe one or two more ticks. Lock in a couple more ticks. Two-way trading day. We said it, right, guys? Two-way trading early. How about them apples? Kept it a little tight on the ES, but you could treat. Oop. A little tight. Had to stop a little tight. Suggest to stop a little tight on the ES. But you could treat this as an M if this forms out here. You can treat that as a bigger M. So you could do that on the ES, on the YM. You're just in the short trade. You stop in. Back to the chop zone. So just have your stops in. Let it chop for a little bit. And watch it drop. Drop it like it's hot. Back to the chop zone. That was bad, wasn't it? Chop it like it's hot.
Pretty rough. Pretty rough. Pretty rough.
Yeah. That one thing made me happy, Paul.
It should. It should.
Finally. Feel like a real boy again.
Got your man card back.
I know, right? I'll take 10 points on the ES any day of the week.
Man, please. You don't want it. You can give it to me.
I know, right? Take 10 points and be done for the day, any day of the week.
Yeah. I accept ticks for tips.
There you go. We accept ticks for tips. I love it. That's funny. Back in the top zone. So if you're not in a trade, just be patient, guys. Just be patient. Will be another one. All right. Everybody's doing pretty good this morning, right? You guys, again, those of you on trial, if you have any questions, ask them, please. You can click on the, if you don't want to ask in a public forum, there's a little hamburger menu in the top left. Pick a coach, any coach, ask questions. Pick a coach, any coach, ask questions. Me, Coach Paul, Coach. Oops. Coach Hugo, Chanel,
Chad,
any of the
Ope.
coaches, ask questions. Nice. How was that drive, by the way, Green Jeans? How was that drive? Nice job, by the way. Are you done now? Is that it for you today, Green Jeans? Nice. Good deal. 4 hours is the extent of my driving with wherewithal. We test highs before the lows in the YM. It actually did both. I mean, if you look at the YM, you had a break of the low early, so nice little sell signal, and then you had a break of those highs. So actually, YM actually tested both, Westy, if that's what you're asking. So now we're back in like middle zone, right? So think again, YM's an uptrend, guys. So you can take those long signals. I want people to be cautious at the pivot for the YM. It tends to be a little choppy in this area. Starting to get a little range bound. Getting a little bit of a sell signal on the ES, but there you go. Boom. Sell signal on the ES. YM, 16 tick rule. About to turn over. Still an uptrend on the YM. So those of you who have it in your plan, don't trade against the trend. Just give it a minute. It'll take just what? Who knows the price? Here's a good question. At this moment in time, who knows the price that would turn the trend down in the YM? Yes, target's off. Who knows the price that would turn the trend down in the YM? Oh, where'd you do the short at, Westy? What was your entry price? I would imagine that you either did this short that we talked about, or you did something like a 16 tick rule. What was that price? Did you get targets off at least, Westy? Curious. 37. Oh man, you got a great fill price. It was back here then. Good job. So you definitely got your targets off. Good job. Way to go. Good deal. All right. Caution to the wise. Choppy. Don't get caught in the chop. We talked about it. Back in the chop zone on the YM. Back in the chop zone on the ES. Just be patient. And there's your two-way trading. So check 1. Push up. Check 2. Push back down. Check 3. We got chop. We've seen it already. Got the chop we talked about. Check 4. Is this two-way trading? I would say that this is pretty much two-way trading. Wouldn't you guys? You guys agree? Yep.
Yep. Big time.
So is the morning plan working? I would have to say that's a yes, right? Wilmer. Good question, Mark. They're actually typically trade zones, but we've seen a lot of chop in them lately, which kind of coincides with the market's behavior recently. So typically are zones, you want to look at these zones on ES or YM as trade zones. So like, who was it earlier? I think when today, did you trade out of the zone? I think when today does that a lot. So you typically, when you get a wick up in there, that's a good trade signal for short trade. You know what? Let's do something here. Should I press it on? What do you guys think?
Here is some chop.
Let's see. You know what? See if we can do an example here. I don't like it. I really don't like it, guys. But we'll give it a shot here. Try to get those targets pretty quick. Stop. So, and get to no lose quickly. Stop. There you go. There you guys go. So do that on YM maybe. Maybe feels. Try to do that a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. The stop's not a good stop. Not a great fill either. I don't like that as much. X here. Make that a no lose. We're gonna take it on the YM. Mark, to answer your question though, they're typically trade zones. So the price come to a zone and then trade out of it. The reason we have these two zones here on the ES is simply because there's been a lot of wonky price action between these two zones recently. So we just have two narrow compact zones for people to be able to trade out of each of these zones. Does that make sense, Mark? To answer your question? So we don't expect them to be chop zones, but it just happens that way sometimes. That's a better answer. So they should act more like support and resistance. Anybody following along with this trade? Anybody? Bueller? Nice, win the day. Oh no, got a little undisciplined, but you're still green. How many days in a row? There never rests. Way to go. Vic, Sandra, Mean Jeans, Wilbur. Good job. Couple ticks here on the ES. Lock in profits. YM got nothing unless you guys got a better fill price. $18 days in a row green. That is phenomenal.
That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome.
Do I want to I don't want to jinx you or I'll tell you how many more days you got to win.
No.
30 days.
Dude.
30 days.
Blah, blah,
exactly
blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to him. Turn your mic off. Turn your sound speakers off. That'll jinx him. Don't do that to him.
I'm not going to do it. All I'm going to say is you're pretty darn close.
He's awesome. That's
pretty darn close.
18 straight days. That's great.
Hey, Win Today's never done it before. Liberty Trading Club. Guys, please make it to class tonight, especially those of you on trial. Please do your best to make it to class. 9 to 10 Eastern. Probably go a little bit longer than that. Please do your best to make it to class tonight. You guys are going to love it. Coach Chad is amazing. Coach Low Kev's amazing. Wilbur, are you going to be there? Hey, finally got that target. Oh, we can squeeze that stop a little bit.
Trade's working out.
Make it a no-lose trade. Squeeze the stop a little bit on the ES there.
No, Matt, it's the pro trading room. Is it?
It's a little tight. Same link for class. No, it's yeah, pro.
Is it the pro training room?
Pro training room. Yeah, you'll see it in the members area. Matt, you'll see it in the members area. Let me show that real quick on the. What screen are you looking at, Matt?
YM.
Yeah, you can make it. I'll show you. You should have it. Are you looking at ES or YM, Matt? I'll pull up the. Switch to ES. Here it is. So you should have live trade room. You should have your little training videos over here, and you'll have the training room there. You should see that in your login to the members area as a guest. It will look similar, but not exactly the same. Should look similar. Did you see that? Mark, let's see. If you, you should have it in the members area. Just go to libertytradingclub.com. Sign in, Mark, Matt. with your email address and temporary password that we gave you. And it should be there. I can't get the levels to download. Mark, are you on NinjaTrader? Yeah,
That's
you'd
why.
need to download the free version of NinjaTrader. Well, you should be able to download them to your computer no matter what. Let's see. There should be. All right. Here's another answer for you, and you guys don't like me deferring stuff, but there should be a little circle here, Mark. That's why. Yeah, you can't open them if you got to download the free version of NinjaTrader. We're just on Ninja right now with those for the time being. Just on Ninja. So there's a free version of NinjaTrader that you can download. If you hit that support button in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little support. Yeah. So we'll probably do another platform in the future, but right now it's Ninja. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just the free version of Ninja right now. So you could do the free version and have the levels. Click on the support button. You see that little circle in the bottom right-hand corner, Mark, of the members area? Let me do it. Pull that back up here. Little circle. Mr. the smiling face, the handsome Coach Hugo. Click on that. Somebody will give you a hand with that. Got it? Okay. Things have slowed to a halt. About to get it on the YM. I at least got 2 targets off on the YM there. And maybe it won't take it. Maybe it won't take it out. All right, guys. Good morning, right? Everybody? Again, if you're on trial and you have any questions, if you don't want to ask in the public forum, just click in that hamburger menu on the top left-hand corner of the room, the three solid lines. Click on the 3 dots next to a coach's name and ask away, or just ask in the public forum. Green jeans. Yeah, we are slowed to a halt. Oh, shoot. I keep forgetting to change that stupid setting. I must stop a little bit higher than that. Trying to wait for the ES to make a little low here. YM. Like to see the YM push down a little bit more. Probably go, what's that high there? 14. That's where we're at. So leave that. Yes. Pull that stop down a little bit. Bing, bada boom. Everybody's following along with this, right? You guys following along? Stop down a little bit on the ES. Stop to a no lose on the YM. Ooh, that's a good question. Let's see if I'll try to point one out. Hey, Lunatic, I love that screen name. Lunatic. That's a great screen name.
Yeah, it is.
Used to be one of the song Lunatic Friend.
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Paulina here. Hopefully you've enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in the trade room, just visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your 3-day trial. During your time with us, you'll have access to our live trade calls, participation in chat to have questions answered by a coach, as well as live classes, indicators, and training modules. after your first 3 days, which is $149 a month for trade room access. Once again, visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your 3-day trial. Please like, subscribe, and share.